Okay, so this is my review for Hunter x Hunter episode 121. So in this episode, a lot of things were happening, and for the most part, I'll be talking about morale because that's actually like I don't know, more basically a morale Youpi knuckle encounter. That's what I'm talking about extensively. But I'd just like to mention something. Did you notice how Gon kept his composure when Poof walked into the room? Now I want you to understand something. Picture gun, like the gun you know from the previous episode. Just picture that gun, and now picture this. He's there alone with two royal guards, and he isn't even phased. Like he's not even worried. He's not afraid. He's not. He has the confidence that he can fend for himself. So it just kind of makes you think. What does Gon has up his sleeve? Like, what is his plan? What makes him? What power? What ability has he developed that makes him so confident in the presence of two royal guards? He told Poof to shut up. Yeah, he said, yo, shut up, it's not your business. So much disrespect for a royal guard. Well, that's aside. And, oh yeah, by the way, let me get to what I was talking about. So, Morale, yeah, I have to, give props to Morale. Morale is a true soldier. If you really think about it, the few past episodes, Morale has been non-stop hustling with the smoke soldiers, fending off those puppet, like P2's puppet soldiers, everything, like the support, everything he's been doing with the smoke, like he's been using Nen for so fucking long. He's just been walking, and he also had to encounter the lion dude. He didn't plan on that, so he had to use Nen for that too. Like he's been hustling so fucking long, and you can tell that this guy's Nen stamina is beyond average because he's been fighting for so long, and he was even planning on taking on Poof. You get, and now Poof took his pipe and he had to protect Knuckle with his smoke clones, and it's no surprise that he got weak and he ran out of and then because he didn't go into the battle 100%. He said that himself. They showed Nov again in this episode, and honestly, that guy just pisses me off. I don't care if he's your favorite character. I really hate that dude because he could have made life a lot easier for Morale. So, I suspected Morale ran out of clones. Turns out Youpi morphed again into some ridiculous caricature creature like that. So basically, it's according to the narrator, he's combining creating stuff and destruction, I don't know, creation and destruction, something like that, into this being, because you know how you can bring some sort of, I don't know, he can shapeshift somewhat. So he's combining his shapeshifting ability with his destruction ability, and he created that new version of himself, which happens to be really deadly. And we have Morel right there about to die, basically. And he was okay with this because, like I said, Morel is a true soldier. It's his job, and he knows if he dies, it's just collateral damage of war. And at the end of the day, they achieve their mission, and the Hakuwe kicks in, and Youpi's Nen is sealed. And it's a job well done. Granted, he's gonna be dead, but mission accomplished, right? But and then something I want to mention again is Youpi. Youpi, in terms of character development, he's really grown over the past episodes. Because at first impression you get of the Royal Guards is these guys are monsters. Youpi, for example, he's a monster. He fights like a beast, and just to see this teddy bear side of him, he actually acknowledged Morale is you guys are like little flies in front of me, but that is why you guys are so amazing, because you have no chance whatsoever against me, but you fight the tenacity, the way you're fighting me and everything. It's, he was impressed with it, and he was gonna kill Morale in one swift blow, try to make it painless. And the fact that Morale, at that point, that Morale was expecting death, he kind of found they had this mutual respect between each other. He was ready to die, ready to accept death, and Youpi was also acknowledging his opponent. But that would have been easy, do that, and at the end of the day, Youpi's Nen gets sealed because the Hakuwe stuff it had really had it up at that point. So, but Knuckle, Knuckle's a huge softie. Knuckle couldn't take it, came in, struck a dude with Youpi, and poof goes the Hakuwe. Everything they did went down the drain just like that, and you could clearly see the frustration in Morale's face. Because shoot, got like his ass kicked, was close to death and everything. But you can't really blame Knuckle. Like, granted, that for a soldier, what he did was kind of like not the right decision. You know, you need to think like a soldier in those situations. You know, the collateral damage of war. You can't go into war expecting, like, you know, not to lose a comrade or something. You understand? But Knuckle, like, just think about it, like, from an average guy point of view, he's just like, he's a softie, he's a huge softie. And after he disabled Hakuei and everything, you expect like Youpi, there really was no reason for Youpi to keep his end of the bargain. You know, he could have killed them still and, you know, gotten away with it. But he's going to the point where you realize like he's developing sort of like sympathy or empathy, I don't know, something that is not characteristic of a camera ant of a royal guard. And he sees this in himself and he's disgusted by it. And, you know, he walks away. But you should know one thing, the reason why he's leaving is because he knows they pose no threat whatsoever to the king. You notice what he said, he's like, yeah, but you're not going to be able to follow me because it'll be difficult carrying that guy, and then you have to also take care of the other dude because he's wounded and everything. But if you come my way, I'll just swat you off as usual, like I can take you guys all day. So he knows like they're not a real threat. But he's also thinking to himself like, they're responsible for my rage, but I'm just letting them leave, so why do I direct this rage? And you know, he just kind of like, he's questioning himself, like, why did he just do that? Kind of like how the king did when he was trying to understand his feelings for Komugi. Because right now they're forgetting something. They're not just camera ants. They have some extent of humanity in them, and that is beginning to manifest, which is why it's bringing this confusion, these questions, and all that. And overall, this episode has some real depth to it. Granted, there was no action, but then again, like, not all Hunter x Hunter episodes have action in it, and you know, this particular episode was really interesting in my opinion compared to the last episode, which was just dry for me. I didn't care about it. I just did review just so to remain consistent. And yeah, I really like this episode. Sorry for like making this longest review, and you know, if you stuck up to this point, I really appreciate it and thank you for it. Leave a like, that would show me like, you know, you liked it, and it would be really cool if you did. And you know, but anyways, whatever, even if you don't leave a like, thank you for watching this long, for hanging in there. Thanks for watching my review, and see you next time.